Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and quick review of this Aasonida table misting fan. The listing on Amazon says Aasonida USB rechargeable personal cooling mister fan with 300 milliliters large water tank and 7 colorful night lights, water spray, mist fan for camping, outdoor and so on. And it's listed for only $23.99 currently. It has a lot of good reviews, so it looks like from the listing it's one of the most attractive cooling fans at the moment. And I mean, the temperatures are heating up, and this could be something for your workplace or at home, like in a bedroom or so. Here we have some function description and the model type in the back, EF02. By the way, if you are interested to know if these things really work or if they are a scam, I can tell you this is not a scam. This is really working. This is some kind of natural effect, natural cooling effect, which has been always around and has always been used. This is also used by professional installations in like outdoor restaurants or so. There's just one limitation of that, of course. It is also some kind of humidifier if you're using the misting, and then humidity will increase if you have an enclosed environment. So what I recommend to do is either you have some ventilation or you're using this in already air-conditioned environment. Let's say if you're working in a large office space and you have one of the hottest places, sometimes they are not cooled in a similar way, and there are still some heat spots if you're close behind the window. This is one of the best situations where you can use this thing if you use that in an already air-conditioned environment, or like in a home where you have the warmest room or so. This can help you to give a little bit of extra cooling. So this is the inside. This is what we get. Really nice, small, beautiful device. Yeah, definitely for the price, really nice thing. And a small thank you card and support information if you need that. Very nice. Looks like they have even their website. We get a charging cable that's micro USB, and here's the device. We can open this thing and fill it with water, 300 milliliters. What's already really nice here, that we can fully remove this water tank. Sometimes with other devices it's not possible to remove and it's not possible to clean. They get dirty and moldy and you cannot dry these things. So this is much better here. So this is the pump where it's soaking up the water, and we even have a sensor when it's empty. This is as good as it gets, I would say. Definitely one of the best constructions I've ever seen so far. So let's charge it and then fill a little bit with water and see how this works. So as always, I'm going to show you the instruction manual pretty quickly. So maybe if you lost instructions or you bought used, or you just want to make a better buy decision, just go to the highest resolution, usually 1080p, but you impose on every page so you have enough time to read everything. So I've plugged it in and it's charging, and you can see as long as we see the red light, it is charging. So what I recommend is to give it a full charge, and while it's charging I fill this cup or this tank up. By the way, there's some limit here, some maximum fill level. You can see that maybe here on the side. I recommend to use very clean water. The best would be distilled water, so it lasts as long as possible. You can see there are some nice soft rubber feet. Unfortunately, I cannot flip it down anymore because there's already water inside, but you can see it's very solid, sturdy standing here. And so I'm trying to add the top again. You can see that's pretty easy, and we can lift this thing up, and there is nothing underneath. Pretty tight. You don't have to fear like water spills or so. By the way, what I have found out is that you can use the fan while it's charging. I mean, I haven't found anything regarding that in the instructions, so you have to be careful. You do it on your risk. Sometimes manufacturers say you shouldn't use such device while charging. Sometimes it's possible. Here it looks like at least it's possible to use, but do it on your own risk. Yeah, when we push here for the first time, it starts the fan on level 1. It is pretty quiet, not ultra quiet. Definitely I wished it would be a little bit more quiet. When the AC is not running in the background, you can still hear a little bit the fan, but I think it should be still possible to sleep. And we have a second level which is definitely much strong and also a little bit louder, and then the third level which is really strong. The good thing, it's not crazy loud. What's also good, we have this tilting function here. I'm trying this maybe on the first level, then it's a little bit more quiet. You can see you can move this up and down. Some other manufacturers are using fins to tilt this. I think this is the nicer option. It's much easier to use and probably less prone to break, so definitely a good thing. But it doesn't have any oscillation mode to move this thing left and right. And by the way, yeah, I think there is not a single model around which can do that, like battery operated cooling mist fan. There is no such thing. If some manufacturer will come out someday with this thing, they will make a fortune out of that. But yeah, I would say this is what we can get these days. We even get this spray here. When we push here, you can see there's some nice spray coming out here, and when we press this button a second time, it will go into some kind of intermittent spraying. You can see it stops for a while, then it starts again, then it stops again. The good thing is that we can easily see that it's working. With some of the misting fans, it's almost impossible to see. They don't have any indication if the misting is working. Here we can see, and we can even see the light, especially in the intermittent spraying mode, and you can see it's definitely cooling. When we hold our hand here, it's a different thing than just the fan. It's definitely much cooler. You can feel this thing instantly. There's a huge difference, so it's definitely not a scam. It's definitely additional cooling, and we can even combine everything. Now we can even long press and we can activate the light. So I turned down the light a little bit. You can see how nice this looks here. I mean, there's no color setting, it just cycles through all these colors, but it's looking really nice, especially these lights here around the water tank. That's really nice. Also this thing here to indicate where you have to push. Yeah, the light is really absolute beauty, and you can see it goes all the way around. And I still have it plugged in, and everything works. The fan works, the misting works, the light works, everything. So you can either use it from a USB wall plug or from a powerful power bank. By the way, I've checked, and it's pulling currently 1.9 amps. So when we are using everything, maybe even on a higher speed or so, it will be around 2 amps. So if you want to run this from a power bank, you have to use a strong power bank, but it's still possible. If you don't have any power, like close to your bed or so, you can run this thing definitely the whole night from a power bank. This shouldn't be any problem. But if you have the internal battery fully charged, you can run it alone from the internal battery quite long. So on the highest power, according to the listing, it lasts about 3 hours. On medium power, it lasts about 6 hours. And on the lowest settings, it should last about 9 hours only from the internal batteries. And so you can extend a little bit the time with external power bank. And I almost can't stop watching this thing because it's so beautiful. It's an absolute beautiful thing. So I can definitely confirm this is the most attractive cooling fan I've ever seen, especially at this price range. It's absolutely amazing. The only thing is which we have to aware of that the spray is outside. Sometimes we have the spray inside and then it's a little bit protected, so if you have some larger droplets, they cannot come out. Usually it's a little bit better protected. So when I push this a little bit to the back to see if there is some humidity or some droplets here, I really can't feel anything. Sometimes we have some really cheap spraying nozzles and then we have large droplets. I can't feel anything, so this looks absolutely perfectly dry. Even in this area here I can't feel anything, at least at the moment. So for me looks absolutely awesome, and so I can give you full recommendation on this misting or cooling fan here, and I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description so you can check it out and order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.